Hey watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers, back with you today with all three lovely Omega Constellation models. My question for you today is, if you're considering a Constellation model, which dial do you prefer? And what I mean by that is not so much color, is texture. Do you prefer the, I'm going to call this the linen style dial, which admittedly is my favorite. I'll just let you know that right out of the box. The gradient, kind of where it gets darker towards the minute markers on this really dark, nice olive green. Or completely out of right field here, comparing the two, just go straight white with the blue markers. Again, not really a sunburst, more of a matte white, but really still another fantastic look for the Constellation. So those are your three options I'm presenting to you today. Obviously, there are a plethora of other options. I was actually on Omega's website just going through, looking at them myself. The all gold, I would love to see the all yellow gold, yellow, dial yellow gold. That model looks fantastic. Also has a retail price of, I think, $40,000 and change. That would certainly not put it in the same category as these three. These two-tone models here at retail at $9,800, and the stainless steel here with the blue and white colorway, $7,100. So slight difference here for the two-tone, but again, just really trying to get an idea of if you were in the market for one of these. We focus so much on sports watches. I sometimes like to get these Constellations out and take a look at them. For me, I not only do I love the linen dial, this brown ceramic, polished ceramic bezel on this one really works for me with the two-tone. The yellow gold and the brown on this strap, I think, looks really good. I'm not going to go over the dimensions on these. I'll link, or I'll list the dimensions in the description. I've reviewed these all, I think, independently or individually previously. I don't think I've ever had them out all side by side though, so really just wanted to put them side by side. If you are wondering, these are 41 millimeter models though. And I guess I'll just throw them all on wrist real quick, let you see how they look on wrist as well. Again, if you're not familiar, I think I say it in every video, I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, so some of you are, I'm sure, getting tired of me saying that, but for folks who are just tuning in and have not seen or heard me say that again, give you a quick dimension. And again, this strap's really comfortable as well. I will say the lug on these is pretty compact, just under 44 if you're taking the case. However, with the straps, that measurement, if you look actually, but again, it's pretty far down. I think I measured that at 52 and change. Again, I'll list that in the description. But they don't wear that large, I don't think. I think they wrap the wrist quite nicely. So again, my favorite, I'm gonna go with the linen style. You have the brown polished ceramic bezel. Next up, we'll go with the dark green gradient dial. And I believe this is actually on it looks like it might be on a black strap. The color, no, actually, I think it's a very dark green. Almost looks black in most lighting here. But again, this looks fantastic as well. I didn't love the linen dial as much as I did. And the one thing I will say on this model specifically is it looks like we have a color matched date wheel. I did notice it's probably difficult to have a linen style matched date wheel on that, but we do have the white date wheel on the linen dial. I do prefer the color matched one on this dark green. And then last but certainly not least, again, I do love a white dial with blue markers. Admittedly, this one, one of these three, this would probably be the one I would get worn the absolute most, just because of the way I dress and the colors I wear. So admittedly, this would get worn probably the most, but if I'm buying one, I'm going a little bit non-traditional. I'm going with the linen dial on that brown strap and brown polished bezel. So let me know what you think in the comments. Again, just wanted to share some different models with you today. Is it the white, the green, or the linen, kind of silver gray, or are you going with another option? So let me know what you think. Thanks for viewing. If there's anything I can do for you, shoot me an email, brad@brentlmiller.com, and we'll see you in the next video.